let's see. Alright everybody, we're going to go through what I would do when if I get an ISX engine, if I bought it used, regardless how many miles it is, because you really don't know who had the truck, how they took care of it, so on and so forth. Now, on your canister, your honeycomb is like right here. This is the item that you pull, you take the clamps off, you pull the canister out, and then you bake it, you blow it out, and you reinstall it. So you just got to pull off this clamp and this clamp, and you got 4 bolts here, here, and the same thing on the other side. You got 3 sensors. All these sensors are around about, let's see, 6, 12. I would allocate $2,000 for the sensors here. These go for the pressure inside the canisters, and then you got one at the tailpipe, which is, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, right here. Right here. This is your outlet pressure sensor, and then that one needs to be replaced. And then you got your, where is it? Yeah, right here. This is your inlet pressure sensor. This one right here is located right next to your turbo. You can't miss it. On top of this, you got a knock sensor, which is just on the lower left side of the turbo. You want to replace that one also. That's about $550. All this stuff that I'm suggesting you to replace is that once you replace them and clean the system out. To include, I would suggest that you go to a DPF alternative to get the whole exhaust system all cleaned out and looking good, and then start with the fuel catalyst, because it burns 70% of the soot and it's a whole much cleaner, and it keeps your system clean. Because all this right here is all your EGR system, and we all know how that is. If it gets freaking dirty and clogged up, you'd be spending all the money. But I'm showing you how to do a lot of preventiveness. Let's see. Here's your dozer valve. This one I took a picture of off another ISX. As we all know, this right here is leaking. And then you got your electrical connectors. Let me see if I can get a better picture. Let's see. Yeah, right here. You got your electrical connector, your exhaust fluid, and also it runs your coolant lines. Keep everything all nice and working properly. You take these bolts off and you pop it out. You take these clips and you pull them out, and everything else all comes out. Now, around about 500,000 miles, if the system ain't clean, these things start leaking because you got a diaphragm up in here. And if you start losing coolant and you can't find no leak, I guarantee you pull off these bolts and you pull it off, you take off the clip here and here, and it's a tube, and you look inside that tube, you're going to have a whole bunch of baked exhaust fluid crystals all up through here. Is because, one, it's leaking, and two, it's basically shot to hell. So I would suggest you to pull this off and replace it at 500,000 miles. This right here is about $650. It's fairly easy to clean this all out. It's just a matter of chipping it away and running some parts cleaner through it. Once you get it all cleaned up, run some light soapy water and clean it all up and install it, and you should be good to go. Now, let's see, we already did that. There's another one. This is your knock sensor. This one's located at the bottom of your lower left side of your engine. And this right here is mounted on the lower side of your engine, and this one files up. And this right here goes near your turbo. So go ahead, like I said, it's 2 bolts, a clip, pull it off, install it. Like this right here is about 550 bucks. It may be more at a dealer, but that's the cost that I get. Now, your map sensor. I would replace this. It's located on the, if you're facing the truck, it's located on the right side all the way back on the manifold. You can't miss it. It's just a small little bolt. Pull it off and you'll find that this is all gunked up from a lot of exhaust fluid. Like I said, if you use that catalyst, this stuff right here will be crystal clean. All your intake, your exhaust, everything will all be nice and pretty much clean and maintenance free. Everybody knows that these parts aren't cheap, but if you spend a little money when you first get your used truck and replace all these, you'll have pretty much a trouble-free engine. So this is a quick editorial of what I would suggest you to do. It would be all in all, I would allocate 5, let's see, we got 2 sensors, 3, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would allocate $5,000 on the low side to $7,000 on the high side. That includes the DPF alternative, flush, all the sensors replaced, the canister, the filter element baked and blown and cleaned up and everything. I would allocate $5,000 to $7,000. I'll take $5,000 to $7,000 any day compared to some of these $10,000 to $15,000 in repairs. And this is just my opinion. If you guys got any questions, please leave them in the comment. Make sure you subscribe and share out this video. I'm just, my goal is to try to help people make their operation a little bit smoother and pretty much maintenance free. I only do Cummins because I know Cummins inside and out. I used to do, when I was in the military, I did nothing but maintenance. We used a lot of Detroit products, 2-cycle diesels, 4-cycle diesels, and a couple of Cat C13s, C15s. And yeah, this is what I would suggest. So if you guys get any questions, please leave them in the comments. Thank you.